Hi Carlton, Viola here. How are you doing? I wanted to quickly go through your website here and go through a couple of your competitors and talk a little bit about a couple of things that we could do for you. So first off, I like how clean your website is, straight to the point. I noticed you guys cover quite a bit, which is good. You have a lot of book now buttons, which is great. Let me see. A clickable call to action button. I love that. Okay. All right, and that's it. Okay, so Google likes to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of content, and that's for two reasons. The first reason is because Google has crawlers. So they're crawling the content because they're trying to figure out what areas you serve and what services you offer. The more content you have on here, the more you're going to look like an expert in their eyes. And in addition to that, you want to outrank your competitors. So if your competitors have approximately 1,000 words of content on their homepage, you want to have at least 1,500 so that you are pretty much outranking them. And it wants to be with you want it with keyword rich information, such as handyman in Lawrenceville, Georgia. That's a good one, right? So if you have this on the page a bunch of times on the home page, and you're really going to be relevant for that search, and when Google is going to be willing to put you higher up in the search results for more people to be able to find you. So for example, when you go to Lawrenceville, Georgia plumber in Google, right, the first thing you see are the paid ads and more paid ads here. But then you have this section right here, and this is called the map pack. And this has everything to do with your business name, address, and phone number listed throughout different directories across the World Wide Web, such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, White Pages, Pinterest, you name it. There are thousands of different directories that you could get into. But these three companies are pretty much getting the majority of the work under this particular search, right? And I know this is one of the things that you do. So the strategy to win here is to find out exactly how many citations Smart Plumbing has. If they have 100, for example, then add 50 on top of that, and you get 150 for Jamaica Works. So that way, you know you're outranking them every single month when it comes to the search engine. Then you have this section down here, which is the organic section. I don't really care about Angie or the Better Business Bureau, but Plumber Pro Service, this looks like a plumber that's local in the area doing the same thing you're doing. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. Now, they focus strictly on plumbing, right? I know you are a handyman or a general contractor per se, but they are getting ranked for this. So let's take a look at their site. They have a clickable number here. Honestly, your site looks a lot better, to be honest, but they're being ranked for theirs, and the chances are they're being ranked because of the information that's on their site and the placement of the information and backlinks. So I'm going to hop over to this tool that I use called RS. This allows me to see the back end of a website and what's going on with it. The first thing I'll go over is the UR right here. This is essentially a trust flow from Google. Then the DR is a power flow, and these numbers increase based on something called a backlink. And a backlink is simply an endorsement from another website. So there's a link on it. When you click on it, it takes them over to your site, and there it passes power and it passes trust, and these numbers increase. Now this is clickable as well, so we could hop in here and I could definitely go in there and see what's working for them and figure out how we could get it to work for you. But I want to take a look at these organic keywords, because this is really where the ball gets rolling at. So let's see. Lawrenceville, Georgia plumber. So this is saying that 450 people look for this keyword per month. This company is in the number 3 position, and they get 54 calls just from that one keyword. You see that? And if you go down, let's see, you got a plumber, Lawrenceville, Georgia. This is a different keyword than this one. A separate 450 people look for this keyword. They're in the number 4 position for this, and they get 43 calls just from that keyword as well. So it's important to take note where the positioning is and where you're putting this on your website, because understand, the more people that find your website are the more people that are going to be able to call you for your services, and the more people that call you, the more clients you're going to be able to serve and land and be able to assist with your team. Lastly, I want to take a look at your business in the same tool, right? And this is kind of what typically this is pretty typical for a company that isn't really being represented by a marketer or isn't being heavily marketed. Whereas right now you're not getting too much traffic from your online presence. But again, you just want to get ahead of those 3 things that I mentioned to you. So it's really important to, number 1, get some more content on that home page. Number 2, get those keywords into that content. And then getting some high quality backlinks to help power your website up. And that's pretty much what's going to help you propel forward and get some more clients and more calls. I really hope this was helpful, and I hope that you're in the market for growth. If so, please, I look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.